Hello, this is Donna, psychic medium and direct messenger for spirit. The afterlife is actually all around us. The messages from our loved ones, spirit guides, and pieces of our soul are waiting to be heard. If this is your first episode, welcome. I invite you to go back and listen to previous episodes where I link my guest to their loved one or a piece of their soul's existence in the afterlife. Thank you for listening and for sharing. Please consider leaving a review. Enjoy and stay tuned for more. I have a feeling there will be much more from the afterlife. If you are interested in a private reading with me, or if you'd like to be a guest on the podcast, see the show notes. Hey, good morning. How are you today?
I'm great. Donna, nice to meet you.
Thank you. You too. Thanks so much for joining us. So we're going to start this reading, closing our eyes together. Breathing in and exhaling, letting go of everything we brought before this moment, softening from the head to the toes, opening the heart and opening the mind. Can you state out loud your first name and the phrase, "It's a beautiful day"?
Effie, it's a beautiful day.
Great. You can open your eyes now for me. State the first name of the loved one that you'd like to connect with.
Angelo.
Would Angelo be one of those people who would allow someone else to go first? You take your turn. Oh no, I don't have to be talked to or seen right now. You go ahead, you go first. Would that make a little sense to you?
It's possible.
It's possible. I'll take that as a maybe. So let me continue that. When I was doing my opening, a woman presented herself. Is your mom in the afterlife?
No, she's not.
So is there a motherly figure in the afterlife? Grandmother.
There are two yes.
So if I were to say grandmother pops in, I'm not sure which one it is, but let me explain who she presented as, how she presented. A woman who would say, "I'm here now. I need to be listened to. I'm coming in." Maybe more of a more larger person, both in personality and size. Is that telling you which one I might be speaking to?
I would say probably my namesake, Yaya Effie.
Okay, so that would make sense. So let's go back to, because she's here and I'm just going to hold her off for a minute because I was convinced you were going to ask about her. But then as soon as she popped in, I'm like, oh no, she's one of those people that wants to be heard. Regardless of what you think, she wants into this reading. So let me go back to Angelo, you said?
Yes.
I'm going to go with Angelo again, a little more timid. Maybe doesn't want to make a scene or a spectacle of himself. Is that making a little more sense?
Yep, that would be him.
Okay, so where your Yaya, you call her?
Yes.
Where she was right in front of my face, in my head, looming presence. "I'm here, Donna. Talk to me, Donna." Whereas Angelo is behind me, more to my right shoulder. And he was like, "No, it's okay. Let her go first. No, it's okay. I don't need to be heard." You understand what I explained?
Yes. Yaya Effie is his mother.
Oh, there you go. So is this your dad? Yes?
Yes.
This is your dad. Okay. I love the way the circle connects. Earlier rather than later is always nice, but we've connected the circle of why everyone is in my head right now. Woohoo! And I'm happy they're both here for you. So I'm going to hold your grandmother, Yaya, off for a minute because she's just like been there probably for a while, has a ton of friends, doesn't need any prompting, all of that making sense.
Yes.
To go back to Angelo, your dad. And even my voice lowered when I started talking to your father. Everything that happens means something. So your father, I don't see as elderly. Would he have crossed probably over 70, mid 70s maybe?
Yeah, just over 70. Yes.
Thank you. I don't feel any physical pain in my body, but I also feel like he would be one that wouldn't tell you if he did have pain. Does that make sense?
That is so true. You never knew if he even had a headache.
His sense, again, he's very quiet. And you see me, my listeners can't see me, but I'm turning my head to the right because he's right behind my right shoulder. And I feel I can pick him up better, which is not true. But to Donna, it feels pretty good. I'm just turning my head. So I'm like, here, speak into this ear, which I find interesting myself as a medium, why I do these things. But again, something about standing behind my right shoulder, and I've got this crick in my neck because I keep wanting to turn even more. And then when I turn, he's just sitting there going, it's not my fault. Does that make sense to you? Either the crick in the neck or it's not my fault.
Hmm. It's not resonating.
Let me continue with that piece. I just wanted to make sure before I spit everything out. So along with this timid sense, I feel that's where the it's not my fault comes from. And I feel it's got a lot to do with mom here, who's very open and very loud and very, I'm going to talk. And he grew up with that, I'll just listen then. You understand that now?
Oh, yes.
Did he like sports? Just a yes or no first. Did he follow a certain team? Just a yes or no first.
Yes.
I'm seeing that. And sometimes I'm just still for me, just saying, well, just say this first, Donna. I'm feeling it's a certain team, but I'm not sure of that team. But I definitely feel a certain team. And he's like, Donna, just say it. And I'm like, are you coaching me now? I'm just going to say it. Did he like hockey?
Not hockey.
Not hockey. So it was a different team. Was it a New York team?
No.
God, see, I'm off. You told me to follow my instinct, but I'm totally off. Okay, so it wasn't a New York team and it wasn't hockey because that was my focus. This is what happens to me as a medium. I've got this pad on my desk. My daughter used to work for the Rangers, and this says New York Rangers on it. So
Yeah.
spirit just pulled my head, and I'm pausing, and that's what made me say a specific team. He loved that, though. That was a piece of him that allowed him to cheer, not just for the team, but for himself. Like he felt like he was a part of that. Does that make sense, Effie?
Yes, it does.
Tell me what team he was so happy about.
He loved his Cleveland Indians, the Guardians, but they were the Indians back then, and he listened every night.
Ah, that's special. I'm so happy. He viewed that as something he could listen to without having to respond. Like I feel the way he grew up with his mom, it was all about, geez, how do I respond to that? I don't know what to say about that. And then he would say, no matter what I say, it's not going to be what she wants to hear. Does that make sense?
Yeah, she was tough.
Got it. So all of this is making sense. Any questions about what we talked about just so far, Effie?
No.
Because I feel it's completing a very large circle here. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
And I love the two metaphor, the metaphor of a team. He felt part of a team because that truly helped him feel part of a team. Now I'm getting the whole ranger thing because even though I didn't work for them, my daughter did, I felt part of that team.
Yes.
And I understand what he's saying now, to feel part of a team. You had the highs, you had the lows, you had, what do you mean? How could that happen?
Yeah.
And did he ever get to see a live event?
Yes, we would take him, and he always had the best time.
Yes, yes. Whenever my daughter would say, hey, I got a free ticket, you want to come down? I'm there. Because the difference of being right there as opposed to being in front of the TV or in front of a radio, wow, the roar of the crowd. Again, I'm going to say, because that's what I feel the same. And that's why he was pushing me to say it.
Mm-hmm.
He was pushing me to make the connection between how I felt and how he felt. You understand now.
Yes, and I will add that we always went to Indians playing the Yankees.
No, no.
Always. That was our favorite game to go see. So we always had tickets to the Yankees game. Yeah.
I just want to hug your dad right now. I am, by the way. I am.
Thank you.
What a lovely full circle. And you waited just the amount of time to bring that up. Thank you for making that deeper connection. I actually went to a Yankee game and to a Mets game, but the Yankee game with my daughter was, again, now you're out in the sunshine as opposed to the cold ice. I can just feel everything about the power of the crowd. So I'm thanking your dad at the same time as I'm speaking. What he's saying to you is, it's okay to find silent times. It's okay to be silent. It's okay to say to someone, I cannot do that right now. I need to take care of me. Do you understand what he's saying to you?
Yes. I don't know how to say no.
Oh, yeah. But let me just push her a little bit, because you hear how soft my tone got when he was speaking through me. He doesn't want to be that powerhouse. I feel that that is the way he still is as a soul right now. And you're telling me he was that way in the physical world also, yes?
For the most part. You didn't really want to get him mad.
Yeah. Now you see where it all came from, though, based on what he's already shared with us.
Yes.
So he, being that way now as a soul, he's saying, Donna, I let you say timid, but he said, I'm not timid now. What I am is within myself. What I am is now the complete knowing that I am. What I am now is I am. And I don't need to label myself. I don't need to react to myself. That's what I've learned by stepping into this world, this dimension. Effie, how does that sound?
I'm happy for him.
You feel the peace.
I do feel the peace, and I feel that he's here watching us and letting us know that he's here on occasion by flicking the lights on and off because he worked for the electric company.
Don't tell me anymore. That would have been something. That is something good.
Okay.
And I don't doubt he has the ability to do all of that. He says he's so proud of the children. You're more than one in your family?
I'm an only child.
So who are the children he's talking of? There are more.
I have two daughters.
He's so proud of the children.
Oh,
Did you want to have more, or did you have any lost pregnancies?
I had a full-term stillborn son.
That's what he's talking about, because I see more than two now. He shows me more than two. Again, he's saying, I'm so proud of the children. And I include that as also. He says, regarding this, the stability that you gained afterward helped so many other people. I feel, Donna, I feel that a lot of people suffered from that. I can only imagine. I'm so sorry. But I feel there were a lot of people involved with that. It was a big, can't even think of the word, weight, a big experience. Of course, it was a big experience, but for more than just yourself and your immediate family. Does that make sense?
Yes, our whole church community came together.
That's what I'm feeling. You saw me looking, my listeners again can't see, but I'm looking at my hand and what it's doing on my desk, and my hand is wide. My fingers are spread wide on my desk, and I felt that. I can't move it yet. We're not done yet. It's not moved yet from my desk, but that's how I felt, that such an extension. And I'll say again, what he told me is, you helped so many people, even though the experience happened to you, you helped so many people figure out their grief around that. Is that true?
Other women who have lost children, I have tried to support, understanding what they were going through.
That is exactly what he said. And that is exactly what you are doing. You don't have to try. You do. Whatever you do is helping. That's what he's saying.
Nice.
He's telling me, I love the reflection of her. He says, I see so much of me in her. And I don't want to tell her, this is not, this is what you should. He said, I just love it. I love it all. I love everything I see in you.
My gosh, that means the world to me. Thank you, Dad.
Breathe with me, Effie, breathe. Effie, did something happen in your either senior year of high school or senior year of college? I'm not sure. Did something happen in your senior year? It would have to be something traumatic, something dramatic, something that would change your existence.
Well, I would say that my parents took me to Greece to find me a husband. I didn't. I resisted that temptation, but that was my senior, graduation present.
He's bringing that up.
Uh-huh. It was a big deal because I had met someone that wasn't Greek, and it was a horrible time for me and my parents because they did not want me to be with anyone who was not Greek. There was a lot of tension between us.
Now we understand his first comment before that, which was, I love everything about you. I love the way he snuck that in afterwards. Oh, no, okay, Donna, let me just tell you about this. I search for something else and so like spirit just to say, that's enough. That's enough. We don't need to talk anymore about that.
Yes,
You understand? Yes.
I absolutely do.
I'm searching him for other statements. And again, he's telling me, that's enough. He's talking to me. He said, that was not a lot for her, but let me tell you, she has a lot going on. And I don't want to add. I feel that what we've talked about so far, this is him talking to me. I feel that what we've talked about so far is going to help her tremendously now. And I don't feel I need to add anything else to her plate. Do you understand that, Effie?
Yes.
Let me go to his crossing. No pain. I feel no pain in my physical body. I feel it was maybe a slow moving crossing, but it also happened in a short period of time. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, that does make sense.
I feel like he said goodbye, like he had a moment to say goodbye. Did that happen?
No.
I feel he's waving. He's waving from his crossing. He's actually waving. So maybe he said it in his head, but he's like, bye.
It happened in the middle of the night and we were not there. We missed that opportunity, one of the greatest regrets of my life.
So now you see he's saying it now. He didn't miss it, but he's saying it for you. He felt you say goodbye.
Oh, good.
He said goodbye. All of that surrounds what you just said. That was his bringing up for you. You don't have to regret that because now he's saying it, right? Goodbye. What do you want to say? If you have that moment back, what would you say?
Thanks for being such a great dad.
That's it. That's why he brought it up, because he's in my head. He's there. He's passing. I can tell that. He's alert. And he's just going, bye. And then you say you didn't have that opportunity. Well, he's giving you the opportunity. He gave it. You accepted. Woohoo! You got to say goodbye.
Thank you.
You don't have to hold that anymore. He didn't, so you don't.
That's good to know.
It's good to know. Whew. Would you like to elaborate on anything we spoke about?
No, I don't think so.
I'm going to ask him if there's anything else. I'm getting my symbol for a penny. He might send you some pennies, or do you receive them already?
My mom's name is Penny.
Can I just say one more time, I love what I do. I just have to say it again.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Anything I can tell Penny?
Yeah, we're going there now, obviously. He's having a tough time speaking. You see, I just cleared my throat. He's having a tough time speaking, but he was really good at showing.
Mm.
Do you understand that?
Yes, at the end, he wasn't able really to speak.
But he felt. And he loved when I said showing, he wrapped his arms around me.
Wow.
So I don't know if that was big during those moments. Somebody held him, he felt it, or his arms felt. Do you understand that?
I think so.
I feel I'd like to get a yes out of you. So again, I'll say he hugged me during his existence here. Was he not so good at saying I love you, but he was really good at hugging?
That's right. We never said the L word, but we showed each other.
There you go. We'll go back to what I said originally was he wasn't really good at speaking, but he was really good at showing.
Yes.
Thank you for that. Penny. I'm pausing because I'm doing yes and anything else. And he said, Donna, I can only speak what someone will receive. Her knowing is her knowing. If she doesn't allow for that knowing of like how I felt, what I felt, then how is my speaking going to change that? So, Effie, I'm asking you, did your mom struggle with maybe not believing? Like, did she question the marriage? Did she question the love he held? Is she questioning now that he's gone? Is she questioning, oh, maybe I didn't love him enough? Any of those?
Oh, I don't know that specifically, but she does believe that he visits
Okay.
and that he comes to her where she lives. And we were just at the cemetery, and she apologized to him for anything she had done to him. And I didn't really know what that was all about, but
That feels like an answer yes to what he just said. Do you agree?
yes.
There was something. And again, he's not going to say it because it feels to me that maybe she won't receive it anyway, because she might still feel she has to apologize for something. And I'm not feeling any of that from him. But there's where that knowing comes. If we'll just say worthiness here as a label, if you think you're not worthy, then you know that knowing is unworthiness. And no matter what anybody tells you, it doesn't change. You have to do that inner work for yourself. So I see you nodding your head. Do you feel more understanding now of his message?
Yes. Yes, I do.
So I'm waiting to see if there's something we could do for Penny or tell Penny, your mom, but I don't feel he wants to burden you with that. Hers is hers, yours is yours sort of thing.
Yes.
For her to know that he visits, yes, 100%. Yes. I feel she's very content with that. I also feel that little cemetery run, whenever you did that, was also very healing for her too,
Good to know.
to say those words.
That is very good to know.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, anything you'd like to say to your dad before he goes that way? And your grandmother, just like with her arms crossed, going, maybe another time it'll be my turn. Maybe another time. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, just thank you for watching over us and the girls. And I wish that he could meet my fiance.
He has. Remember, he said he just loves everything.
That is wonderful to know.
They're right here. The afterlife is right here.
Mm.
He sees all. Continue speaking, continue listening, continue knowing.
It's wonderful.
It's beautiful.
Thank you so much, Donna. It's been wonderful.
I'd like to thank my guest today for allowing all of us to join in on their process, their journey. And I'd like to thank you for not only listening, but coming together in a oneness vibration. Thanks again.